The Ravens are moving on to the divisional round as they defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-14. Let's talk about the biggest takeaways from that game. Starting with Baltimore, how dynamic Lamar Jackson is and how dominant Derrick Henry is cannot go understated. Despite Pittsburgh being completely inept on offense in the first half, I'd still feel like this is a great win for the Ravens. This is a team that you've played 3 times this year, a division rival, and a team that I think we all thought was probably going to try to wake up and revive their season with a win against them, and the Ravens were having no part in it. This game was 28-14 as the final score, but it was 21-0 at half, and the Ravens, from start to finish, looked like they could outclass the Steelers, and they did. Lamar Jackson, when the play is alive, and the longer that it is alive, the more that you are cooked, because he is so great going off script, and it just always feels like he's in control. Derrick Henry has actually changed this team's ceiling, and I think that they could compete with anybody in the NFL. Now, there were some times in this game where I thought they could potentially have let the Steelers back into the game, but they just could not take care of anything. And with that, let's move to the Steelers. They are going to have to answer a lot of questions in the offseason. I personally don't think that Mike Tomlin is going to get fired or anything like that, but they're certainly going to want to reassess expectations moving forward. They have one of the best cultures, if not the best culture in the NFL, but what they're going to have to start doing is really reassess the quarterback situation. Is this going to be Justin Fields next year? Is Russell Wilson going to get another shot? Are you going to go to free agency? Maybe you take a step in the right direction in the draft. Whatever it must be, or whatever it may be, they're going to have to really look hard at what they want this team to be next year. I know you could say this for a lot of different teams in the NFL, but imagine where they were if they had a decent or good starting quarterback. Felt like Russell Wilson made some good throws tonight, but just consistently this offense just doesn't impress, and that's where they end up falling short. Overall, I think this Ravens team can compete with a team like the Kansas City Chiefs if they were to get all the way there. First, they're going to have to go through potentially Buffalo. But I think that this team could win the Super Bowl, and I was still very impressed.